Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Velasquez and I'm the head of printmaking at Florida Atlantic University, and this is my channel, Print Club. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be showing an awesome print technique called the no print. For this process you will need a blackline image burnt onto a screen. You're going to need some Prismacolor art sticks and Prismacolor pencils, and you're also going to need some museum board, squeegee, and some water-soluble ink. Now this water-soluble ink is going to have a mix of basic dish soap with it, and of course you will also need a soaking tray for the bath. Okay, now this technique is kind of like a sugar lift if you know anything about etching and that process. And with this, we're kind of combining the technique within sugar lift from etching. I'm taking a woodcut that I burnt into a screen, and then we're actually going to draw on the museum board. And these look absolutely beautiful. They have like really beautiful, brilliant colors. And the technique was created by Lynwood Kreneck. And Lynwood was also the pioneer that helped develop water-based screen printing ink, and the whole reason why we all know and love screen printing without it being super toxic with the oil-based stuff. This book is like a retrospective of Lynwood's work, and it shows just the different techniques that he's done doing these. But you can see the use of the darks that he gets within it and the color application. Here's one of mine. And again, this area here was all covered in the water-soluble ink. Once it dries, we color on it and it washes away. Here's one that I'm currently working on. So the image that we're printing today is going to be La Calavera image. And I have an example here that I have already colored. So this one is ready for me to wash out. And I just need to have it in the water, hit it with a scouring pad, and we'll see the black release, and I'll show that shortly. And I'm going to need some museum board that's cut down. So my museum board is placed beneath the screen here. And now I'm going to put a little of the water-soluble screen printing ink. Now this has about ½ an ounce of dish soap that I've put in here, and that helps it wash out a lot easier. So with the ½ ounce of dish soap in here, I then mix up. Okay, now I'm gonna first do a flood stroke, and then I'm gonna pull it at least 4 times. Following printing, I'm then going to pull the image from the screen, and there we have it. So let's let this dry, and then we're going to start coloring. And now it's ready for me to begin coloring it. If it's a critical area and someplace that I want to get super detailed with a certain color, then I can take my Prismacolor and I can just draw in it with the pencil. And the Prismacolors are basically the wax that are inside the Prisma pencils, the Prismacolor pencils, but it's just like the solid form, so it's just like boom. So you can get a lot of coverage over it. And so what I like to do is, after I've had a little bit of a base of a white, is then you can come in on the edge and like put a little bit of a yellow on the edge. Some color. Add more white. And then we can decide what we want to do with the background. And the background, I'm probably going to really like the way the blues look. And so with these, I typically do a border where I screen print, and then what I like to do is make sure I'm coloring over the border like so, and I like to color on the outside of that. And there's something about it being on the black museum board and the roughness of it. It really resembles Francis Bacon's work to me. And we all know who that is, right? Okay, so we're going to color around all of this. And then I'm going to get the white and I'll go over that and I'm going to blend it. And I'm going to do the same thing over here too. I'm just really going to go to town. So I'm just about done darkening it up. Now we're going to get to the part where we do the sugar lift. So I'm going to place the paper in a tray, and I have a scouring pad here, and I'm simply going to get this wet. And now I'm going to massage the surface and the border everywhere where I had the screen ink. And I like to use this because what it really does is it helps to agitate and remove. But if you completely soak the paper, it's going to kind of break down too fast, right? And that's why we're using the museum board to begin with, is because number one, it's black, it's 100% cotton, and that it can hold up to the water and this kind of scrubbing, right? So now that I have that, watch when I pour a little bit of water on here. Now, any part that was kind of resistant, I can go over it one more time and it just lifts away. And there we have it. So this would need a little bit of time to dry. And once this dries, I'll be able to draw back into it. So where you see that black border, I'm gonna do an orange and white border in between there. And that's the beauty of this process, is that you can continue to work on it as a drawing afterwards, and it just gives you this really nice brilliance. If you use the 4-ply museum board, you can be really rough with it. If you're using the 2-ply, you gotta kind of take it easy. This channel is called The Print Club. I'm gonna be showing some more coming up soon with some at-home paper making and a few other fun processes. Thank you for visiting my channel. Please subscribe, leave a comment. Take care. Bye-bye.